I think everyone knows that I'm a fan of the Melanochrysum, and so therefore getting its baby was sort of a must. Hi guys, today I'm going to do an unboxing video, kind of idea that I got from HOUSEPLants, which is to basically unbox kind of a whole season's worth of planty stuff, plant supplies, plants obviously, rather than doing like lots of individual unboxings, doing that. I do apologise for the lighting at the moment. I had a bit of an incident with the overhead grow lights, but hopefully we will power through. So I got this from Cowles. I ordered this on Saturday and it's Monday now. And normally when you order something on a Saturday, never should cut towards yourself, by the way. Normally when you order something on a Saturday, they don't even think about shipping it until Monday. Sometimes Tuesday morning, that's when they actually sort of ship it. So quite, you know, you would expect to get it on a Wednesday. So the fact that I'm getting it now in the morning on the Monday is pretty cool. I'm very happy with that. Also, Cowles are really reasonably priced and they've got a massive selection. They've got a huge selection of rare and not rare plants, and all, of course, all the bougie ones as well. I've got 3 plants from them and I'm quite excited. I'm actually really excited. Right, let's get the first one out. I don't know what this is. They're all kind of the same size, so I've got no indication of what I'm going to be opening at all. Okay, cool. I'm really pleased about this. So this is something I've seen popping up certainly in the UK in a lot of shops, and it's the epipremnum Enjoy Gold. And it's interesting because it's basically like an extremely highly variegated golden pothos, but the nodes are much closer together and more compact. It's got more kind of marble queen patterning than an Enjoy, so I'm not sure why it's called the Enjoy, but maybe it's something to do with the fact that like the nodes are closer together or whatever. But I do like it. It's very highly variegated, and I have a problem with my pothos reverting. Obviously they live happily and healthily and everything, but they do tend to go dark green. So I'm really happy to have this beautiful golden pothos. If you're wanting a pothos, these are like, you know, roughly the same price as a normal golden pothos. But yeah, so this is the Epipremnum Enjoy Gold. Look at that, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of fun out of this one. Okay, again, I don't know what this one is. So excited. I mean, I do know what I got. I just don't know what's in this particular one, but I'm so excited. So I mentioned in a couple of videos, I think, that I've been trying to get into jungle cactus. And so here we have the epiphyllum guatemalensis. So it's basically the curly version of that. And I think that is the Monstrose cultivar. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So this will flower if I keep it in good conditions, and it will also give fruit, which is edible as well and looks pretty cool. So I'm really happy with that. I'm going to keep that in a hanging basket, and all these curly whirly things go down, and I'll put it in my south facing window. This is a jungle cactus, so obviously it doesn't like as much light as, for instance, a normal arid desert cactus would, as it grows on the sides of trees. But the way that the kind of south facing window that I've got is like set up and everything, I should be able to offer it enough shade, but it will get the heat that it likes, which is pretty awesome. So we'll give that a go, but obviously it might be a bit of trial and error. But yeah, how cool. So that is a cactus. My brother's really into cactus, and I never have been up until I saw jungle cactus. And then finally, I mean, this is another jungle cactus, and I saw this right at the beginning of my houseplant journey, and I always kind of wanted it, but I never got it because there were sort of other things. And I wasn't sort of confident that I could keep another jungle cactus. So anyway, here we go. This is the, oh nice, that is a good size. Oh gosh, there's soil everywhere. Okay, I'm not going to let this out, but it is the, because there's soil coming everywhere, but it is the epiphyllum angular or epiphyllum anguliga. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very cool. Okay, I'm probably going to take a picture of when this is hanging, and so you can kind of see what it's like, but I've wanted one of these for ages. So this is going to add some kind of, oh, it's so nice. So nice and succulent. How lovely. So yeah, very excited about that. So until the next unboxing, see you later. Hi guys, I am back with another unboxing. This is my second one from plants.com. Plants without the A. It is an online plant shop that is based, I believe, in Amsterdam, or certainly in Holland anyway. And the yeah, they sort of ship all over the EU, and we can now get them in the UK again easily. So that's really cool. So essentially, I've got loads of plants in here. So I'm only going to do 2 of these unboxings in this. So this will be the final one just because there's so many plants in here. And I'm really excited to see them because there are some really special ones in here. So I can't wait to crack this open. Right, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to get one of them out of the way first off. I'm really excited about this. I think it's so cool how it's got the traveling makes me thirsty, let's have a drink on the box, which is great. And they also have this care booklet thing that comes with it, which basically has, you know, 30-day guarantee. It talks about links to pages for plant tips, and it tells you what to do when you get it home, you know, how to water it, etc., blah blah blah. And I think that's really, really awesome because most people sort of don't necessarily realise that you have to water, well, unless it's waterlogged, but generally you should give them a drink when they come into your home. So yeah, anyway, so that's cool. Let's have a look at what we've got though. This is the first one. I said in my last video that I actually lost my Spathiphyllum domino to extreme heat. I loved it so much. It was one that I had to replace. There wasn't really an option. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful plant. And here we have one. A new Spathiphyllum domino. I think they call it the Spathiphyllum diamond. In fact, they do call it the Spathiphyllum diamond at plants.com, which is actually how I bought my one, which was a Spathiphyllum diamond. So cool, right? Okay, you're going to get so pretty. Oh, so nice. I missed it. I missed having this plant. Right, so this will be really good. I feel confident that I can look after it, and I'm not going to, you know, put it into extreme heat conditions ever again. Do you know the leaves feel different to my last one? They're not as crinkly. This isn't exactly the same as my last one, I must say, although it is variegated. It's not like as waxy, it's like more normal peace lily. That's strange, but it's still very, very pretty. Very happy with that. Oh, look at that. Hopefully I can get some nice blooms out of you. How nice. So happy. Okay, so that's the first one. Right, let's get into, I'll get to the rare plants in a second. Okay. So they come in these cute little boxes that are perfectly fitted. That's really nice. Okay, here we have, oh, blimey. Here we have a peperomia hope, which I am hopeful that I will not kill. It looks good. I have had a peperomia prostrata and I didn't do too well with that, but this looks like much, much, much more forgiving. These are much more succulent. There's more kind of room in between each of them. It's a whole thing. Oh, so cool. Okay, yeah, lovely. I think that'll look really nice in a terracotta pot as well. Although peperomia root systems are quite thin, so I'm actually not sure if terracotta is sort of like the best option for them, in truth. God, the leaves feel amazing. They kind of feel like a Hoya. If anyone hasn't had the Peperomia Hope, yeah, it feels kind of like a Hoya, maybe even a bit more succulent than a Hoya, but it's not like a normal, what you would expect of a succulent Peperomia, for instance. So that's cool. Happy with that. Okay. So that's one of them. That also came off in there. So I've got another plant. I'll just probably poke that in the soil and hope for the best. I did get, and I don't know if this was a mistake, I got the Peperomia, what was this one called? It is a prostrata, but it's not the variegated one. So the variegated one is the string of turtles. This is the, yeah, Peperomia pepper spot, that's it. So Peperomia pepper spot. I did have a tough time with the string of turtles. So this is a test. I'm not sure. I feel much more confident about the Peperomia Hope than I do about this, but I think it's good to challenge yourself, especially when they're really quite, you know, cheap. So that's going to be my challenging one. Okay, let me see what's not rare in here. I actually can't remember all the things I got now. So that's like, this is kind of a surprise for us all. Ooh, right, I think I know what that is. Okay, yeah. So, okay, this has been an extreme wish list plant for me. Okay, so wish list, and I appreciate it's not on everybody's wish list, but it has been for me. And to get a like large one, they're always really expensive. I think because they're slow growing as well. But I now have a baby ring of fire, which I appreciate, again, does not look like much at the moment, but when these get really long and serrated leaves and they get that sort of like orangey variegation from the sun, this is going to be amazing. So I cannot wait for that. I'm so happy. This has basically been top of my wish list for a very long time. I only ever really like to get them when I can get them at a bargain. I'm not like great with spending money on the rare plants. On the whole, I like to get them cheaper, so yay. It's got some decent flex to start off with, so that'll be good. And it's like some actual, if you see there on the margin, that's completely white, and there's a few like that, so that will become much more dramatic as it gets bigger. One of the things I like about the Ring of Fire is that it's another one that has stable variegation, so it's like always going to have something on there. It's not ever going to be completely green. It doesn't revert. It's a stable plant. So that is one of the reasons I'm into it, because I cannot handle paying money for expensive plants only for them to, you know, just revert back. That would be quite devastating. So I know that this is going to be that. Anyway, it was very cheap. Obviously, it's a baby, and I would highly suggest that anybody who wants a Ring of Fire, have a look there, because, you know, there's a couple, there's 3 growth points in this. Okay, this one here, it's not even in an actual pot. This really needs potting up quick, smart. This is a philodendron mayo. Just jumping in here to say that the plant is actually called a mayoi, not a mayo. I know it's pronounced that way, but, well, I start talking about the guy that it was named after, and if you carry on watching, you'll probably work out why. Wow, I've got quite a lot of philodendrons today. And again, it's a baby, hence it doesn't have like the mayo's typical sort of like crazy leaf pattern. Now, I've wanted this for ages because it is like, you know, that sort of jaggedy leaf pattern that is so up my street. It's like my favourite thing. And I just think it looks so jungly and amazing and weird. But this one is very cool because it even seems to keep them jaggedy like that when they kind of trail. It doesn't need to climb to get that, which a lot of these things need to climb in order to mature their leaves. They don't get as mature if they're trailing, but you will get all of the jaggedy stuff, and they seem really tolerant. Now, the other cool thing about this is that it is named after the botanist Simon Mayo, who works at Kew Gardens, and I actually met him. And so I sort of like, I wanted one before, then I met him, and then I extra wanted it. They have a really great one at Kew Gardens. It's amazing. I feel like Simon Mayo would not like remember me at all. It was in a lecture, he was talking, he showed a bunch of us around the herbarium, which is basically like the plant archives, and showed us the first sample of a Monstera deliciosa, the first sample ever of the Anthurium andreanum, and it was him and Anna Hay, who's the kind of head curator of Kew Gardens as well, and they both have an absolute obsession with aroids, and they specialise in aroids. And Simon Mayo, his specialty is in aroids. He's like the forefront of aroid discoveries, and that's why he had a philodendron named after him, because it is obviously an aroid. And I can't think of a higher honour, really. I'm fairly certain he doesn't quite remember the occasion in the same way that I do, but it was amazing sort of getting to meet somebody who knew so much and was so, like, he's the highest level of geek in the subject that we all geek about. So yeah, it was pretty epic. So now I have a philodendron Mayo, and as it starts growing and getting serrated, I will fill everybody in about this. I'm very excited to watch that happen. Now, this is another one. I have never got rare anthuriums before. Like, I've never, ooh, sparkly. I've never tried any rare anthuriums before. And like the entry level one is the clarinervium, right? The Anthurium clarinervium. And I like it, but I never like it that much. But I have really wanted the crystallinum silver blush, and so I got a baby one. So that is the crystallinum silver blush baby right there. And I'm, yeah, it's, I guess, just got like a growth point coming out of the petiole of this leaf, but it's very hard to see. So I hear that they are quite slow growers. It is very silvery. I don't know if that's going to actually pick up. I'll see if I can take some B-roll to make sure it does, but it's very pretty. These can get quite big, like a crystallinum can get quite big, and so, but it's just like a more silvery version. So my first rare anthurium, wish me luck. And my final baby plant that I got is now none other than the Philodendron Splendid. It is tiny. Now the parentage of this is a cultivar. You always know that it's like a cultivar when it's got names like Splendid or, you know, Mellifluent, I don't know, or Silver Blush, for instance. Like that's like if it's Latinized, it tends to be that that's the actual species. I mean, not always, you have to like look deeper, but that's like generally if something's called Philodendron Splendid, you know that it's been man-made and cooked up and hybridized. So this one is a hybrid of the Melanochrysum and the Philodendron verrucosum. So it climbs up and it's just got more of a heart, like fuller heart shape, and it's got more kind of veining like the verrucosum, and apparently it's very vigorous and it's a very hardy, fast grower, and I'm all about that. So it's supposedly easier than the Melanochrysum, and I feel like I can do all right with that plant, so hopefully I'll get some good success with this. So that is my plants. I'm so happy to have a domino back in my collection again. I am excited with this new velvet leaf philodendron. I know like nobody else is going to be probably as excited about this as I am. This is going to be good. You will see. Wait and see. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Have a look at Cowles Garden Centre and plants.com. I think they're both excellent places where you can get so much variety. I will say, from my point of view, plants.com always offers like slightly better value. They don't maybe have quite the selection that Cowles have, but they have like more sort of unexpected ones at a kind of affordable price, either just because you're getting like them smaller or like for various different reasons. But both of those shops are so good. So please do check them out. Not sponsored, obviously. I just find them to be absolutely excellent. Yeah, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment because I love hearing from you, and have a great day. Cheerio.